Welcome everyone, welcome. This is your goddess high priestess, Empress Alba La Pantera. Welcome new subscribers and returning subscribers. This will be an energy update, so let's get into our messages. But before doing so, let's get the energy in. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the infinite creator. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the 7 universes. The 144 sectors of each universe, the 144,000 galaxies of each sector, the 144 million constellations of each galaxy, the 12 solar systems of each constellation, the 12 planets of each solar system. Ashe, 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 Amura, Aibobo. Thank you, Source, for these messages we're about to receive for the collective, answering questions that they have and even the ones that they didn't know they had, for greater clarity, for the highest purpose of all. Let's go ahead and get into the hidden worlds. Message for the collective from the hidden worlds. Message for the collective from the hidden worlds. As you can see, you have the mountain lights at the bottom of the deck so far. Number 29, is it? Yeah. Light beings, portals, and subtle energies. Alright, what's this about? This is about the crystal path here. Alright, so being patient when it comes to your path and receiving messages about certain portals and connecting with light beings of a higher vibration to elevate your consciousness. Let's see what we have at the bottom of the deck after cutting. Okay, this is related to your gift. At this present time, you're being honored and you're being offered something that is coming from within and also otherworldly that will assist with replenishing you. So let's see what's this all about. What's this all about for the collective, Source? Okay. Insights from the stars. The stars seems to be your magical tool at this time for you, collective, especially when it comes to you writing, or you've been writing and journaling, and this is what's helping you to gain greater insight on what it is that you're building or how to build, as the how does belong to Source. Okay, and you're being able to connect here to the bigger picture, but still being centered in the here and now, so that way you're able to craft this energy, to craft this new trajectory that you're receiving from beyond. And then we have here at the bottom of the deck the dolphin caller, and we already know that dolphins have this great sense of hearing things that are beyond. So with your pure and joyful spirit, you're connecting to joyful connections, soulships, and also receiving help from, beyond here. This could also be connected to certain water gods and goddesses that you may be connected to. Okay, you have a very strong connection here with them, but you're also being guided to see beyond, to see things from a higher perspective, as this is going to allow you to be more joyful and connect to more joyful connections or people or situations, places, or things. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Alright, so the next message you have, collective, is the Light Priestess number 6. As we all know, 2022 is a 6th year, but this is also a year for some of you where your galactic wisdom is either kicking up a notch, or you're really aligning and balancing out the wisdom that you've gained from certain challenges, and it's allowing you to change your habits here in accordance to the connection you have with the stars. At the bottom of the deck here, you have 35, the pathway, direction, purpose, and change. Now, also looking back at this could also be connected to your core values when it comes to the way you feel about certain situations, as this would be connected to the Two of Cups. Okay, so really healing that aspect of you that receives and gives love. And in doing so, you may have had a change in your path as it relates to your purpose, or that change in your path is part of your purpose. So that way you're able to fully manifest what it is that you consider to be of abundance. But obviously there has to be a moment of climbing up the ladder, or, climbing through obstacles and challenges to cross the bridge to now go up another level. So it's always an up and across, so however you want to do it, like it's not a straight line, right? So let's see what we got. All right, look at all this purple here. Yeah, look at this. You got resurrection at the bottom of the deck, a comeback, rebirth, and renewal that's coming from the other side here, replenishing your current foundations, or destroying to rebuild, to replenish a foundation here. And then we have the sky fire coming out for you, which is number 11. And we also connect that to the justice or karma card, which is all about seeing truth and only the truth in situations. And the truth is what brings forth balance. So these messages that you've been channeling and gaining major information from, you literally have 6, 11, 20. So paying attention to the signs and synchronicities, as that's a way for you to receive these channeling messages that are coming through from your galactic ancestors, that's providing you with galactic wisdom. Beautiful vibes, y'all. Beautiful vibes. What else we got? What else do we have for the collective? Okay. So we have the Mother Awakens. Notice how this is similar to this card here. Something about crossing the in-between. Okay, so this is definitely, there goes the light beings message again with the number 29. This is definitely you seeing the infinite possibilities through this spiritual journey, or through the dark night of the soul, which is awakening compassion and this nurturing aspect within you, that even with you awakening, we have the divine masculine within, so without awakening as well. But this awakening happens simultaneously, it seems like. Okay. There's also what I'm noticing from here too. Someone who may be gaining 3 strands or 3 forms of income in addition to what you currently have. This may have something to do with channeling messages from beyond for some of you who are spiritual practitioners. Okay, so 622, which is a 2 of cups, or Venus in Cancer. Then we have 311, which is a 10 of cups. So there's something here. So this feels like the spiritual realm is really gifting you with an upgrade that's going to have you feeling like it's a comeback, baby. Let's see what's at the top. Yeah, the Owl of Wonders, revelation, teaching, and discovery. So some of you may be stepping into teaching when it comes to something you have just overcome. Okay, and building a solid foundation from this, many, forms of abundance coming through here for you all. This is nice. That's nice. Let's see what's this connected to. What is this connected to for the collective? So we may receive a planet or a house or both. But let's see what this is connected to. We are at 917 right now, which is connected to the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So solid foundation, solid support. Yes. Jupiter comes out. Your confidence, courage, and self-belief and luck. Now, luck is all about preparation, meeting opportunity. Then we have Venus at the bottom of the deck. To clarify that, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. Tell me more. Tell me more, baby. Jupiter, as you know, brings expansion and fortune. once you start to integrate your life path when it comes to society. Wow, there's that Saturn and Jupiter. And for those of you who aren't aware, when these two have a conversation, okay, so whenever you want to expand, right, what happens above with these two planets in particular, you can look at this as grandpa and your cool ass uncle. So it's like one that's strict and the other one that's basically going to give you all no matter what. But does that mean that giving you all is beneficial to you? Because you can possibly miss a lesson that doesn't allow you to attain this expansion for the long term, right? So there's a part of you that has accepted a challenge to gain wisdom that's also connected to your confidence and courage, self-belief, that's connecting you to solid, long-term partnerships, projects, whatever it is that you consider to be a part of success for you. There's definitely a shift happening. Let me see something here. Because 3 and 6, we're looking at the 9 of Cups, which would be Jupiter in Pisces. Then you have Saturn here. And Saturn in Pisces is about walking away from those things that no longer serve you to fully receive all that does. But it seems like in order for you to receive this, there has to be a part of your intuition, the nurturing aspect of self that awakens to compassion. Because as you know, with nurturing, it's not something you overdo. Similar to a plant, when you nurture a plant, you don't overwater it because you can drown it. You know what I mean? And you don't fill another cup from an empty cup. So it's really replenishing your soul here before you're able to cross this bridge here. And being in this space where you're able to do so, but also being aware of your surroundings when you decide to replenish yourself and how it's not taken in accordance to you being able to expand. Instead, you start to feel like you're in between worlds. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have Mercury. So how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel is going to bring forth the potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Uranus energy. Okay. Okay, let me get one more for this. And Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury. So it's almost like instant that whatever you think about, you bring about. So the area of your life, okay. Your assets, finances, and the things that you value. Whatever you think about, you're bringing about here. Because the second house is also connected to your emotional security. And really having an order or organizing yourself. And organizing yourself may mean removing certain things in order to see the clearer picture as to where you're going. Also with the second house, we have Taurus energy, okay? And Taurus energy can really connect more so to your 5 senses, or at least, you know, the tangible senses, and really eating more earthly foods or foods of Kai in order for you to be able to go through this regeneration that allows you to really see the challenges and obstacles from a different perspective, a much stronger and solid perspective. Let's see what else is coming out there for this. We have Libra here when I split the deck, which is talking about the energy being diplomatic and gracious, seeking harmony and balance in relationships. Yeah, especially with the 6th year, you know, which is all about commitment, making decisions that are based on commitment and not interest. Okay, because interest can be wishy-washy. Commitment, that's steady, slow and steady wins the race. And the 2nd house, Taurus, is a fixed sign. So whenever you're focused on something, there's nothing that can take you off track, and you won't allow it. Not even you yourself will be able to get in the way. So this is why that focus is taken up to a higher level. What do we have? Look at that. Between worlds. Because you're going in a new direction. This constantly comes out. What shows itself. I mean, that's really the moments that most of the collective is in right now, is going through this spiritual evolution, you know, to set one's heart free. And setting one's heart free allows you to really connect to what it is that you want to do or love to do, you know, without regret, without doubt, because there's no benefit in doubting at all. Okay, this one actually came out. We have strength. All right, so 530. Yeah, strength not to self-sabotage yourself, even in the moments where you're in between worlds. You may not feel like something is shifting, but best to believe and know that it is. You also have here clear and activate. Yep, create sacred space. There goes that number 9 for the Hermit's energy. Okay, let's see what else here. Clear and activate, creating sacred space, so that way you can connect to your balance, because you're receiving a lot of messages here and channeling from a higher realm, much higher realm, and it's connected to the stars here, right? Some of you are light priestesses or light priestess, which means you have a very high knowledge of galactic wisdom, and it's with your cosmic rituals that you'll be able to help rebuild self, which is also helping to rebuild the energy around you. 1748-49 on the timer. The star. Okay. Because the star's energy is Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus, which is about sudden enlightenment and changes that happen quickly from just the power of the mind. And we are in Aquarius season, so just be mindful of that as well. If there's one season that I would suggest being mindful of what it is that you think about and you bring about, would be Aquarius season. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get some more messages. Look at them sirens. Where we at? 1916. The moment you release yourself from something internally, you're presented with this sudden enlightenment that connects you to long-term significant connections with people, places, things, that brings you much more clarity into your life, which allows you to manifest much smoother. Okay, we have ignite your passions, the fire guardian coming on out here. As I'm saying that, and that the sirens are also connected to Archangel Michael, which is all about cutting cords to ignite your passion. Comes on out there. Let's see. What else do we have for the collective source? Don't let your past hold you back. Self-node. Wow. And then you have nothing will come of the situation at the bottom of the foundation of the deck right now as it relates to igniting your passions. Source is saying don't let your past hold you back. Nothing will come of this situation, which is pretty much why this message came out here. Oh, I'm bouncing around here. This is pretty much why this came out. Because if you're holding on to anything from the past, it won't allow you to fully step into compassion. And that is the greatest source of all. Because the one thing about that God frequency, it doesn't hold fear at all. Or jealousy or envy. Those who want to work with the higher power will have access to it when they are ready. That high frequency doesn't force you to connect to it. It's something you have to decide on your own to connect to it. You know what I mean? To have this awakening, and having this awakening means that you're going to have to cut yourself from, aspects that you may have been taught through your family, to teachers, to coaches, whomever. Releasing all of that so that way you're able to move past that. Because you didn't come here to just be stagnant. Right? You're not alone. Guardian angel comes on out. Right on top of this too. When it comes to not letting your past hold you back, you definitely have a fire sign, guardian, Aries, Leo, Sag that's assisting you. Or they may have dominant energies when it comes to the Sun, Mars, and Jupiter energy. Okay. So, you are not alone with the star ancestor. Cannot make this shit up. Wow. Okay. So, follow the voice of your soul. You already know we going to the star cards, right? What's the message? Starseed Oracle for the collective. Message for the collective. Starseed Oracle. I'm trying to we'll go with this. And I know where to go after this now. Wow. Okay. That was good. Out of the cosmos is at the bottom. And then it says, you're not alone. Again. Wow. So isolation, physical connection, and community. This is not even a joke. Tell me more, Source. You're not alone twice. You're not alone twice. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanism, density, addiction, let God in. See, this is exactly what we were just saying not too long ago. The God frequency doesn't have any fear, so a lot of you may have been raised with this aspect of, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, then you won't get this. That's not how that works. At least that's not how the infinite creator responds, responds to what it is that you want. Asking you shall receive. As simple as that. Wow. That's deep. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. What else, Source? The Courageous Peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Can I have one more here for the collective? These are just confirming what we were saying. Fall into your arms, fall into my arms. Surrender. Holding the opposites, extremes of life. But you have here the 7 star sisters, the Pleiadians, birthing creations, tapestry of life expression, which is also connected, Ashe, which is also connected to the Mars energy. And then you have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. See, I'm telling you, this galactic wisdom, whoever you are, okay? You receive a lot of insight from the stars, so keep studying the stars here, as that will be the point where you receive a lot of messages and information. Okay, galactic wisdom is here. Right. Let me go one more over here. Hidden words. Tell me one more message here for the wonderful collective. Wow. Homeward travel, completion, reunion, and return. Number 21. Let's look a little bit more into this message here, because this is really having a strong connection to all 7 chakras. Like, you have an ability to realign the chakras here within yourself and those around you through your galactic wisdom. So this is things that you can do from a distance. Let's see. The Courageous Peony. What does it say? Well, it says you may have been taught that it's safer to keep your light hidden and your voice small, to hide behind the bushes instead of growing tall. The Courageous Peony is here to remind you that it is safe to embody all of who you truly are. Nothing happens by coincidence, because we're looking for the 7 sisters, but the Courageous Peony made sure to show itself. The 7 star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life and expression. It says here, there are new creations that want to be born, beauty that's yearning to be woven, new consciousness that's longing to be breathed into life. If you draw this card, you're being called to surrender to these creations, to usher in a new era of consciousness and do your bit in weaving the web of life. This is real Aquarius energy, like cards that are coming out, because Aquarius is otherworldly. It's the star. This is the age of Aquarius. It's the age of information. It's the age to channel this galactic wisdom, to really be able to make a decision from that galactic wisdom, from the other world, not so much from man. Let's see here. This is the card, and this is on page 100. This is a card of the artist and the midwife. Wow. You're being called to ponder the questions. What wants to be birthed through me? What new creations are whispering in your ear? I'm looking at this screen. That's why I'm reading that way. Because notice how the light is going in and oh, is it the candle that's doing that? Wow. Okay. Let's go again. What wants to be birthed through you? What new creations are whispering in your ear? What beauty are you being called to make? Creativity and intuition come from the same sacred space, place. They occur when we find ourselves flowing with the rest of life. Earth is renowned as a planet of manifestation and creativity, and yet so many of us have forgotten how to create. Somewhere along the way, we stopped seeing ourselves as artists, as creatives, as poets. Yet, to be human is to be creative. Ashe. Creativity is part of your true nature. Perhaps you're being called to surrender to a creative project, such as a new business or book. Or perhaps you're being called to weave beauty into your home in the way you cook. That was beautiful how that came through. Regardless of the end result, you're being called to express through your creativity, to surrender to the creative projects that both scare and excite you, to find a way to weave beauty back into everyday life. For where there's creativity, spirit and soul are present. And the world needs those qualities more now than ever before. So this is really strong on being surrounded by others who are willing to create and work with the spirit and the soul. You know what I mean? Through creation. The Starseed Soul inquiry is, what new creations are you being called to birth? What new creations are you being called to birth? Let's get a little bit more about this then. Let's see what comes out here. Are we using this one? Yeah, let's see what messages we get. First of all, Let me see something. Let me see what the star systems are saying here. See which area of your life this creation is connected to, or part of your personality, which is the planets. What is this connected to for the collective? What is this connected to for the collective? What is this connected to for the collective? The 9th house. Okay. So when it comes to creation, utilizing the spirit and the soul, yeah, that would come out. I see it. Broadening your horizons either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. And the 9th house is connected to Jupiter, which we received earlier. Okay? So this has something to do with something you've been putting your energy into, your work into, which is also helping you to center with your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity, Vesta. Get to know what your Vesta energy is connected to as well. Some of you may have Vesta in the 9th house. Your sacred spiritual center. Basically where what it is that you have and want connect to your ability to manifest, your willpower to do. And this could be through broadening your horizons either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. Now this could also be through meditation that this happens for some of you, where you're receiving a lot of messages from your galactic ancestors, star crafting. What else? And the 8th house, so we go from 9 to 8. So when it comes to creativity, this could also be creating with someone, well, someone being a partner. But this is also connected to the transformational area of your life that is about shared resources and intense emotions. At the top of the deck, you have the 4th house. So this is actually the house of karma, also the 4th house, which is ruled by the moon or Cancerian energy. But this is also about your home and the roots of your being. So there goes that energy all about, you know, breaking certain cycles in order for you to really be able to broaden your horizons, either spiritually or academically, and not feeling stuck from not being able to do so. You know, being very mindful of the energies you're surrounded by when it comes to your spirituality and really allowing yourself to be in that space and do 3308 on the timer. So this is definitely mastering something through a lot of deaths and rebirths and really breaking through a lot of bad habits, or whether that could be a bad habit that's within you, and also, you know, bad habits of others around you. So let's see. Can I have one more message here? Releasing yourself, releasing. Like it says here, not allowing your past to hold you back. You're not alone. Twice came on out. So really isolating oneself to physically connect to the community that is connected to a higher realm or higher consciousness. All right, really releasing oneself from lower frequencies or that God-fearing energy. Let's move on. Let's move on. Definitely a message. Time to move on. Time for a nap. Sun's coming out. Let's see. What do you got? What do you have for the collective source? Okay. Serendipity, number 18. And the thinking woman. Yeah. This is all about creating what it is that you're thinking about. Like I said, in Aquarius season, what you think about, you bring about. Then we got the thinking man at the bottom of the deck. So here we have the balance of the divine feminine and masculine within you, and really allowing those two energies to merge and complete the fullness and wholeness of what it means to be divine. Look at that. You got the angel of balance right up under that, and co-creating. Wow. This is something serious. Ooh, there's a lot of thinking here because this is Aquarius energy, but the thinking is also connected to the heart space. And the heart space with number 44, we're looking at the spiritual realm as well. So you're really connecting, like I said, to the other side, other worlds, other realms, and it's really helping you to bring everything into balance and co-create. Some of you may even be connected to ancient Kemet as well. We have the yang energy at the bottom of the deck, so there could be some ways cleaning up aspects of the masculine energy. So this could even have to do with reigniting your passion, so cleaning up any aggression that you may have within you that's not allowing you to complete certain projects or move independently in your relationship. Let's see what else we got here. TikTok. The numbers that pointed out to me, 2, 14, 15. 2, 14, and 15. Now that will be connected to the 7 of Swords. So, okay. Really trusting here divine timing. Because when it comes to planting a seed, it has to go through a process here. Or some of you may even be, doing things on TikTok that may start to develop even more. Okay, so we do have envy, so be mindful of the energies you're surrounded by, where, it could be a situation where people who already have everything that you're either, not to compare, but you're on your way to, what it is that they're able to accomplish. Seeing them as an example as to where you want to go, but on the flip end is like this energy doesn't want you to be happy, which is at the bottom of the deck. Allow bygones to be bygones. Remember, you're not alone. Don't let your past hold you back. So this is probably a situation that has been constantly occurring. Allow yourself to move beyond that, okay? By being focused on where you're headed. Knowing where you came from, knowing where you're going, and knowing where you're at. Balancing the mind, body, and the soul by connecting your spirit to the soul, right? Like it says here, breathe, and happy family. All right, there we go. So we have that energy too of the 11 and the 22 here. So in the moments of meditation, you're able to see where things can shift, which is why if you are the prototype within amongst your dynamic, it is important for you to continue your journey. Okay, we have the yin at the bottom of the deck, the divine feminine. On the divine feminine, yep, we have the door to value. So allowing your creativity, like it says for the star sisters here. Okay, birthing creations, sacral chakra healing as well. So you can know what it is that you want and make a decision, which would mean having to come to the edge. Alright. So let's take these on. And let's close this off with some tarot cards. Alright. Sorry. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, y'all. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in when you do, and for the comments that most of you have been leaving or showing love. It really keeps the inspiration for me to keep doing what I'm doing. So much love to you all. Even those of you who are not commenting, you're still there within the energy. So thank you too. You know what I mean? Let's see what the tarot cards are saying. As I'm saying that, this was ended up at the bottom. Community. So Source said thank you. Let's see what's the message here. 411. What's the info, Source? What is the info for the collective at this time? Okay. The Knight of Cups. And this is all about following Orion's energy here as well. Now the Knight of Cups here really talks about a messenger, but on this side, this is really allowing the higher vibrational consciousness of your emotions to guide you. Now this could even be guiding you through the dark to get to the light here, right? Let's see what else you get. Coming out of your shell. Oh, wow. So this here, when it says don't let your past hold you back, this is connected to being open to receiving assistance, because this energy is about someone who's an investor. So somebody's wanting to invest in what it is that you want to offer. However that resonates, y'all. Okay. What is this? Wow. Empress. Somebody sees you as a golden opportunity. Look at all this light that's coming through the window. The window, the eyes of the soul. Somebody can see the truth in your eyes. 3-3. Somebody can see the work that you've put in. Somebody can see that even if, no matter where you're at currently, there's a divine connection there's something otherworldly that's connected to this offer, and you receiving it. That's actually making a wish come true here. We have the moon on this side of the deck with the 6 of Wands. Now this victory and success came with toil and labor, but at the same time, it's still victory. Then we have the new moon in Cancer. So this could be something that you're working on, because the new moon in Cancer, we're looking at that occurring during the summertime, or month of June and July. But here you have an option of the egg or rebirth, or the luminescent light that you can see through the water. Let me see something. What is this? We have the 7 of Swords under that. Let me see what's under that before I even... Okay. Yeah. So, whatever this is, your journey was destined for you to go through certain cycles, because you are the Empress. You know, and the Empress is the one that guides the queens. The Emperor is the one that guides the kings. So this can even be a message that's coming from someone of the higher ups that's sending this message to you. That's going to be emotionally fulfilling. It's almost like it's a spiritual connection, it's business, and it's something that it's mind, body, and soul. This is a connection that's mind, body, and soul here. You have border signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and we have Venus, either Taurus or Libra. Right? So once you know your worth, you'll start to connect to those who see that within you too. Because in the past, you may have been constantly receiving offers based on your level of emotional security. So until you shift that energy or your core values within you, the outside will continue to reflect that. Okay? Interesting. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles looking towards creation. There's a column here that's broken, but nonetheless, it's still connected to the throne. Let me, hold up. I want to see more about this in the text. Let me see something. From her garden, the queen looks towards the great castle city that is her realm. Her throne, which looks weathered and ancient from the front, looks battered and neglected from the back. A broken column has been hidden away behind the throne, and a hare takes shelter there. In her innermost self, the queen is a bit overwhelmed by all things she has welcomed into her care. Ashe. Wow. Then you have the Five of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Then it says, it is her nature to be generous, and she knows that help given grudgingly is a burden, not a gift. But her own support system can be weakened, even broken, if she doesn't nourish herself as well as others. See, that is amazing, y'all. That's where it's like, don't let your past hold you back in terms of the way you perceive people helping you because of past experiences. Everything happens for a reason. Doesn't happen to you, happens for and through you, so that way you can continue to evolve. We're in a realm where the soul has to grow, and that growth happens through unlearning and relearning. You know what I mean? So this is amazing. This is amazing. Let me okay, what is this? That's just, what's this? Wow. Harmony and hope. 617, which is connected to the Ten of Swords. So some of you were searching for answers about your next endeavor or your next step. It's coming. Just continue to have faith. Walk by faith, not by sight. Let me take these up. Faith knowing, not faith believing. That's the age of Aquarius. It's all about faith knowing. So that's really bringing the heart and the mind in alignment to source. And this is where that offer comes through. Where you won't be feeling overwhelmed, because we have here the Empress, which is basically, this is the final stage before the Empress. And here we have on the other side, that's how she looks for some of you who wanted to see what she looks like. On the other side, before she gets to that phase. And that's how we're going to leave it, by the way. Let's see what you got. One more message here. What does the collective need to connect to step fully into their abundance and mastery? Abundance and mastery. Connect to deception and envy. So connect to your emotions when it, like it says, that's the moon in Aquarius. Connect to emotions that you have connected to social relationships or things around you, if it's in balance and harmony to what it is that you want to do and create, as we do have the new moon in Aquarius coming up on the 1st of February. So definitely the month of February is very strong when it comes to feminine power. So feminine power, we have the solar plexus here at the bottom of the deck, okay, which is all about what you can do, creativity, projects, hobbies, your own business. And then we have here shadow. So doing the shadow work to really see what it is that may have had you in the space of looking at the 3 cups and not being able to receive the Ace of Cups. So this is like that 4 cups energy, which is also connected to the moon in Cancer. And it says here, emotionally withdraw. So walk away from those things that no longer serve you, because your destiny is calling. Ashe, 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 ashe. Let's go ahead and pull an animal spirit. Take it home, source. Message for the collective animal spirit to take it home. Message for the collective animal spirit. The fox and the moth popped on out, but let's see what comes not being hasty and impulsive when it comes to the energies that you may feel are working for you. So this is really about going back to really seeing how far you've come. And don't jeopardize yourself. We have the zebra coming out. Okay? The zebra. Which is about being eccentric, creative, and a visionary. Zebras are the most precious of gems. They are young at heart, well-cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Alright, so this is already feeling like don't allow the past or comparison to take away from your creativity. Being in the company of zebra personality not only is a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared. Their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in the faraway land. Yeah, see, this is somebody that wants to work with you and move things along because they are able to move beyond limitations because they don't have any fear. They know that fear is false evidence appearing real. So it also says here, zebras also like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. Beautiful. Humanitarianism, I'm feeling this. This card may be a hint to pack your bags. Listen, y'all let me know in the comments. 5-1-11 on the timer. What y'all got going on, because this is some beautiful energy, especially with your destiny being involved through the transformation of the conflict and defeat and the fulfillment of wishes. Ashe. So when you're in balance, you're worldly, enthusiastic, and fashion forward. So get out there, do your thing, okay? Fashionistas, when out of balance, you may feel jaded, pouty, or feel like you're in vain. And to bring into balance an epic adventure or art. Listen, this is on page 143, which is connected to I Love You. That is your message. And thank you for being here. And I'll see you next time.